Welcome back, everybody, to some more MLB 22 Road to the Show with our third baseman, Everett Scott. In the previous episode, which I think is probably my shortest video I've ever uploaded, we played in the wild card game against the San Diego Padres, where we thankfully were able to beat them rather easily, if I say so myself. I thought they were going to be a little bit of a challenge with the roster that they had, but no, we actually managed to put up some good offense, and our pitching was solid, and we came out of it with a win, and we are moving on, or we did move on, I should say, to the NLDS, and we're going to look. Did I get that right? Yes, I did, surprisingly. Normally I get them mixed up, but we moved on to the NLDS, where we are taking on the Miami Marlins. We kind of had a back and forth rivalry between first and second place in the NL East all throughout the season with the Miami Marlins before before they eventually took over that first place spot. And once they had it after the All-Star break, they did not give it back. So they might be pretty tough opponents, but I mean, we had some series throughout the season where they completely dominated us, and then we completely dominated them in the next meeting against them. And then there were other series where we also split the series, or, you know, I don't know, or we won 2-1 or they won 2-1. So it wasn't like, it was kind of basically evenly matched a lot of the time, I guess I could say. So I'm kind of expecting more of that in this series. We are at least going to play 3 games in this episode because it is best of 3, I believe, in the NLDS. And then NLCS and onwards, it's best of 7. Or no, the NLDS is a best of 5, excuse me. And then the NLCS and the World Series are best of 7 situations. So yeah, that is what we are going to be doing in today's episode. As you can see there over in the AL side of things, you got Minnesota, who beat the Angels, and they will go on to face the Mariners. And then the Rays and the Royals are taking each other on in the ALDS as well. And then we got the Cubbies and the Giants facing each other there in the NLDS. And yeah, like I said, we beat the Padres and we are taking on the Marlins. So before we jump into it, we are going to take a quick little gander at the Marlins. There they are. I absolutely freaking rocked Sixto Sanchez with a freaking baseball right to his elbow. I apologize about that. Probably should have turned my phone on silent before I started recording. That is very very unprofessional of myself. Yeah, let's look at their rotation too quick. Okay, so no pitchers in the 90s. Okay. Compared to ours, I mean, Ian Anderson had a pretty good game towards the end of the regular season. So, and apparently he pitched. Yeah, he was our ace. He pitched the game against the Padres, but obviously he's not going to pitch the next day. So, yeah, he had a pretty good game, though. 7 innings, 5 strikeouts, 1.29 ERA. It's pretty good for a single game. So yeah, we got to rely on Matt Manning. How did he do this season? 13-12. 92 earned runs. Gave up 19 home runs, which really isn't all that much playing 33 games. Well, yeah, I don't know. But we'll have to see. Hopefully our pitching can hold it and keep us in it, and hopefully we can actually get some offense going. That would be great. So yeah, before we jump into it, if you haven't done so already, I would really appreciate it, and it would help out my channel a ton to beat that YouTube algorithm, the pesky thing that it is, if you subscribed or commented or liked the video. Any three of those things really helps out in the long run, push my channel out to more and more people. I am still on the road to 200, currently sitting at 192 as of the last check I did earlier today. So yeah, we're getting close. We're inching closer and closer every day. So if you can help me get to that next little milestone I have set for the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. But without further ado, guys, we are going to jump into some postseason baseball in Game 1 against the Miami Marlins.
Well, this place is ready. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute.
All right, so in Game 1, we're taking on Huascar Inoa. I was waiting for the commentator to say it because I was going to butcher it. But yeah, I'm going to leave that little intro in just like I did for the wildcard game, even though I know you probably can't really hear it all that well with my OBS settings, but it's still cool to see nonetheless. And that'll be a nice hit over to the shortstop. They might turn two there, and they do. I thought I might have beaten that out, but just wasn't quick enough. All right, top of the third now. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. We got to run across. Let's see if we can add to it. And I strike out swinging. I'm very antsy. I need to shake off the jitters. We got to shake them off. Top of the 6th now with a runner on first and 1 out. Still up 1-0. Grounded out into a double play in my first appearance. Don't want to do it again. And I strike out again. I am not doing good to start off this series. All right, top of the 8th. We can only hold on to a 1-run lead for a certain amount of time before they inevitably get a run, but 7 runs. That's very upsetting. And that's going to be a little freaking blooper over to third, and that'll be another double play. And the Marlins, they will take Game 1, but I can't really blame my pitching. It's kind of on the offense there because it was a 1-0 game for most of the game here. Our pitchers were doing solid, and we just couldn't help them out till late in the game. So that's kind of on the offense in this one. So let's hope Game 2 can go better. All right, start of Game 2. Runner on first with 1 out. I got to do better than in Game 1. If I can at least get a hit, that would be way better already. And I swing and miss again. All right, first time for defense here in this series. Got a runner on first with 1 out. Hit towards me, turn 2. There we go, there's 1. And there's 2, good. So at least I can be a part of a double play in a good way. That's always a positive. All right, more defense now in the bottom of the 2nd with a runner on first and 2 outs this time. Getting a lot of defense here, so at least something of good will happen with me. There we go, snagged it. Over to first to end the 2nd. So yeah, at least you guys are seeing something good happen on the defense side of things. Top of the 3rd now, runner on 2nd with 2 outs. Struck out what feels like a million times so far in this series. Definitely got to turn that around. And I broke my bat, and it'll just be a simple can of corn. Still haven't done anything in this series. Top of the 5th, tied up at 1. Runner on first, 2 outs. 0 for 2. This would be the perfect time to turn things around. And that one felt good. Might get caught. No, it drops fair. It drops fair, but I think that'll only be good to get him to third, and he will stay put. But runners in scoring position. Finally getting a hit in this series. Only took a million at-bats, but we finally get it. That one was just perfectly sent right into the corner there. And Bruce Hooper hits that into center. That'll be good to score 2. And we are up 3-1 off of Bruce Hooper's RBI single. 2 RBI single, I should say. Good job, Bruce. Bottom of the 6th now. Runner on second with 1 out. Alex Bregman up to bat for the Marlins. Hits that to me. Runner will stay at second. Over to first for the out. So 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th. Top of the 7th now. Runner on first with 2 outs. Finally managed to get a hit in this series. So we're at least doing something. And that's a good shot into left field. Thought the shortstop was going to snag it, but he will hold up at second. So a double and a single in this one. Bruce Hooper hits that over to the shortstop, and they get the force out at second. Bottom of the 7th now, and the Marlins are up by 1. All right, things have gotten interesting in game 2. Little grounder over to me, and there we go to end the 7th. And the Marlins, they add 2 more runs, and they win this one 3-6. And they take a 2-0 lead. 1 more win for them, and they move on to the NLCS, and we go home. All right, potentially our last game of the season. We're back home, so maybe that'll give us a little bit of extra luck. And that's a perfect hit into center field, which will be good for a single. Bobbles the throw in, though. And Bruce Hooper watches that full count pitch for the strikeout, and that'll end the 1st. Bottom of the 3rd now. Runner on first, 2 outs. Still tied at 0. Broke my bat again, and they'll get the out at second. Top of the 5th now. Joshua Baez leading things off here. Still tied at 0, so the pitchers are having a duel in game 3. All right, pop up. And I managed to get it. All right, top of the 6th now. We managed to get a run across, but we saw how that panned out for us in game 1. Torkelson hits that right to me. Over to Ryan at first, and there we go. 2 gone in the top half of the 6th. All right, leading off the bottom of the 6th here. It'd be nice if we could add more than just a run to our total. And that one is good into left field, into the gap. That should be good for at least 2. He's telling me to go 3. And I'm in there. That one was close. Third base coach was telling me to keep going, so I listened. That's good for a lead-off triple. And Bruce Hooper gets struck out for the 3rd time in this game. And Nick Gonzalez hits that down the third base line. Third baseman stops it, but Gonzalez will make it to first, safe. So still only 1 out, and we are up 2-0. All right, bottom of the 7th. Triple, single, and a run. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Still up 2-0. I would like to add more to that because I do not trust it. And that's a perfect. That might be a 3-run shot. And it is out of here. A 3-run shot to add to our run total. And we are up 5-0 in game 3. On the brink of elimination, and I finally start to shine. Why couldn't I do any of that in games 1 and 2, huh? I guess I just wanted to wait till it was very important, I guess. That crack of the bat, though. Nothing better. And we managed to get the win. We stave off elimination. Now let's go into game 4 and see if we can tie things up at 2 apiece. Game 4 here in Philly. We won game 3, 5-0. Let's see if we can win this game and tie it up at 2 apiece. And that's going to be a base hit up the middle. I do have 107 speed, but I'm not going to risk that. And what the hell? What?
And they put the tag on him for the out. Scoreless after 1.
I seriously have no idea what happened there. I must have accidentally nudged the left analog stick a little bit. That's on me. Good thing it didn't cost us, but let's just forget about that. Pitch number 8, I make contact with it, but I won't be able to beat it out at first. Top of the 6th now. Miami has a 1-run lead with a runner on first, but there's 2 outs. So hopefully we can finish it here and hopefully tie it. Surprisingly, that wasn't a bunt, but that will be good for a single, and he'll stay at second. So 2 on with 2 outs. All right, they don't add to their total. Runners on the corners with 1 out. Would not be surprised if they walk me here to load the bases. Give them a double play opportunity. And I hit that into the shortstop, but I'm safe at first, so we tie it up. I have no idea what I said. I hit a little blooper to the shortstop. That's what I was trying to go for, but I just never speak well. I don't speak English properly, so. But yeah, at least we got that run home. Right now, that's all that matters. What the hell? I was holding back on the left analog stick, and he did not move back. What the fuck? I swear to God, if I come back and they're up by 7. Okay, top of the 8th. We're still tied at 1. Okay, I'm still a little peeved, but as long as they're not winning, I'll take still being tied. All right, that should be a line drive right to me, and it is. Now, come on, get me back up to bat. All right, bottom of the 8th. We got to run across. Got a runner on third with 2 outs. I just have to get him home. We got to add to our totals. And I pop it up. Can of corn. And that'll end the 8th. And we win it. A little anticlimactic, but we win it. We hold on. Did we hold on to our 1-run lead? Yes, we did. We managed to hold on to that 1 run we got in the 8th. And we force it back to Miami, where I believe it is win or lose. If we win, we move on. If we lose, Miami moves on. Let's see how it turns out. All right. It is game 5 of the NLDS here in Miami. Miami went up 2-0 in the first 2 games. Then back home in Philly, we took games 3 and 4. Let's see if we can win it and move on to face Chicago or San Francisco. Top of the 1st, runner on first with 1 out. Pretty good scenario to start things off here. And I swing fucking. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I shouldn't even have swung at that. It would have been a strike regardless. But by the time I swung, it was already in his freaking glove. I am losing 3-0. That's good. There we go. No doubt bomb. Unfortunately, it's only a solo. If I could have done that in my first at-bat, might be a different ball game right now. But at least we managed to get a run across. We're only down by 2 now. And we still got plenty of the game left to go. All right, top of the 5th. We got another run, but they did as well. So we are trailing by 2 still. Runner in scoring position with 2 out. And that's going to be a little blooper over to third. But he bobbles it, and he's going home. All right. So we get a run across. What the hell even happened there? That should have been a simple little blooper. I just chopped it. Oh, he tried to barehand it and he missed. That sucks for them. And Bruce Hooper hits that, but it might be a can of corn. And it dies at the warning track. But at least we managed to make it a one-run game here thanks to the third baseman bobbling that little chopper I hit.
And now here is
Okay. So in the bottom of the fifth, our pitching just decided to say fuck it and shit the bed, and our defense decided just to fucking go back to the locker room for a quick little snack or something. And Miami just went to town. It was a one-run game. Now we are down by 7. So I think it's safe to say that Miami is moving on, which is very annoying, but yeah. Anyway, we're going to finish this game now. We got some defense here in the bottom of the 6th, but at this point, might as well just let them do whatever. Drops a bunt. That's always good. At least my guy managed to actually grab it with his glove instead of trying to always pick it up with his bare hand. Let's see what the lead is for the Miami Marlins when I come up to bat. Oh, they added 5 more runs. That's good. So we're gonna... Oh yeah, I switched it to rookie too, by the way, after game 2. It was abysmal performance, so I forgot to mention that. But we're not gonna win this one. So we're just gonna throw it down to beginner so I can have a little bit of fun. Even though I still probably managed to get out. But, you know, if I can get a couple home runs or at least one more home run in this series, that's good. There we go. Make it a 4-15 game, you know. Keeping it close, you know. Just got to keep it close here in the NLDS. Make Miami start to sweat a little bit. Make them start to sweat a little bit, you know. I mean, we're going to come back and win this one. We got the fucking... best pitching, not going to give up any runs whatsoever. It's great. Oh my goodness. I can't believe Miami won and they're moving on to the NLCS to face either Chicago or the Giants. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh my goodness. Wow, it's almost like our team decided not to show up in any of the Miami games. If you guys couldn't tell, that was extreme sarcasm. So we're gonna say we went 2 for 4. We're not gonna count that last at bat. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We're counting it. I don't care. But yeah, I'm gonna get a thumbnail and we will go back and see how the rest of the playoffs pan out. All right, so a good season with yet another very disappointing end. I think the only really good season that we had was, or good postseason we had, was the one where we made it to the World Series, even though we ended up getting swept in that World Series. But that's the farthest we've gotten in my entire MLB career so far. But... yeah, so, the Giants swept the Cubs, so it'll be Miami and the Giants in the NLCS. Everybody's tied up over the ALDS, so it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. And it'll be Tampa Bay and Seattle. I expected Seattle to win. I'm honestly kind of hoping Seattle wins it, so we're going to see. Going to fast forward a few days here. Miami won 4-1 over the Giants, and Seattle's up 3-2 over the Rays. And Tampa Bay ties it up, forces a game 7, and Seattle takes it in 7. So it comes down to Seattle and Miami. Seattle's up 2-0, up 3-0, and they sweep the Miami Marlins. Justice has been done by Seattle. Seattle wins the 2027 World Series, and I'm okay with that. Seattle, they definitely deserve it. They deserve it. But I'm kind of stuck here. I'm going to see if maybe I can get traded to another team. Even though I think... Let's see here. Yeah, I have one more year left with the Phillies before I'm eligible for actual free agency, and then I can just sim through all the contract offers and then just manually pick whatever team I play for. But I don't know. Maybe I'll just see if I can get traded, and we'll just deal with whatever team we get traded to. Because I'm sick and tired of Philly. Like, I'm just sick of them. I'm just sick of it. But I don't know. We'll have to see. I did mention a couple episodes ago that I was going to look into some sliders, and I haven't done that yet, so I might do that before we start up the next season. And for those of you NHL lovers, before I recorded this, actually, I just pre-ordered NHL 23. I was going to jump back into NHL 22 because we do have a little over a month left, about 26 days, I think, till it comes out, because I should be able to play it on the 10th instead of the 13th. So, well, probably the 11th for me, because I'm assuming it'll probably come out at like midnight on the 10th. So technically the 9th, I guess, but right away when it turns to the 10th. So I probably won't record it till after work the next day, but regardless, my main point is it's going to be MLB until NHL 23 comes out, because I don't have any other sports games to play. Yeah, I don't have any other sports games to play. I wanted to try NBA 2K23, but I don't really have the money to be spending on it, and I am terrible at it. But if you guys really want to see me play I almost said NBA. MBA. If you guys want me to play NBA, it'll be very terrible, and I'll probably have to play on rookie difficulty, but I can try. You just have to let me know. Or if you want me to play, I don't know, there's like not any other sports games, but like, I don't think I'm going to go back to Red Dead, anytime soon, just because it's not really getting the views that like my MLB and NHL videos were, mostly my MLB. And I do hope that once NHL 23 comes out and I go full force into that one and put MLB on the back burner, I'm hoping that a lot of the NHL people come back in full force for that one, and maybe we'll even get some more people to come along and join the family. So, yeah, and something else maybe I could do and make it strictly for Mondays, since Mondays are kind of a boring day and nobody likes Mondays. I was thinking maybe I could go back and do Stardew Valley again, just because that's kind of a nice, like, relaxed game. It's not like anything too crazy. It's just a sort of nice, I'll just put this on in the background sort of deal. And then that would just be strictly Mondays. And then it'd be MLB on Wednesdays and Fridays. And then once NHL comes out, it'll probably be NHL, MLB, or NHL all 3 days that I upload. But yeah, I don't mean to ramble, but that's basically my go-to at the end of every episode and the beginning of every episode. It's just what I do. But yeah, if you guys want me to maybe do Stardew Mondays, I guess you could call it, I will do that just to kind of break up the MLB for the next couple weeks until NHL 23 comes out, or even when NHL 23 does come out, I can still do Stardew on Mondays, just so that way it's a little breather from sports content. But it seems like a lot of you guys who are supporting my channel are just here because you like my sports content, which is fine. I'm trying to figure out what you guys want to see, and if you guys aren't really digging the story-based stuff, that kind of sucks because I like playing games like that, but it also is just fine with me because honestly, sports games are a lot quicker to edit, except MLB lately, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, do you want me to play Stardew on Mondays and then that'll give you guys a little break from the sports stuff? Or do you just want me to stick to MLB strictly until NHL comes out and then focus on NHL? And then after NHL's been out for a little bit, then we'll put MLB back and then we'll do a even mix. We'll do like an every other day sort of thing with that. Yeah, just let me know what you think. Let me know what your opinions are down in the comments. And yeah, I think I've rambled on enough. So we're going to end it here. So guys, sorry we could not move on to the NLCS. I really tried for you. I know games 1 and 2 I was not very good. So partial blame for me. But also that game 4, no thanks. Giving up 6 runs in the bottom of an inning, not good. Got to be better, especially in the postseason. But yeah, sorry I couldn't make it more exciting for you guys. Seems like I have bad luck when it comes to the postseason in my sports games. So hopefully that can turn around at some point so we can actually see some postseason success for both this game and NHL. But yeah, that is going to wrap it up for this one. So if you enjoyed, make sure you comment, like, or subscribe, or do all those things. YouTube really loves it when you do those things. It'll help get me past that YouTube algorithm and hopefully get me pushed out to more and more people so we can get some more people to join in on our growing little family here. So yeah, if you could do any of those things, I'd be forever grateful to each and every one of you that do so. So yeah, that'll wrap it up for this one. So until next time, take care. A little bit of voice crack there. Let's try that one more time. Until next time, take care.